Aga po, Attorney Cayosa. Attorney,
Kinig at nanonood sa inyong programa.
Okay.
Ito na mainit na pinag-uusapan po, Attorney Cayosa, ito pong pagdedesisyon. Ang issue na kakaharapin sa pagbabalik po ng Senate Impeachment Court ay ang una, ang issue ng jurisdiction, kung may jurisdiction
Nga ba?
ang Senate Impeachment Court. Number 2, kung violative of Section 3, Article 11 of the Constitution na pinagbabawal ang multiple impeachment complaints against the same impeachable official within the period of 1 year. Yun po ang kinakaharap po at kakaharapin. Nung nakita natin 3 weeks ago, si Senator Bato de la Rosa already did it. He filed a motion to dismiss. No? Ito po ang katanungan ko. In the matter of questioning itong jurisdiction, kung may jurisdiction ng impeachment court, even before the trial proper begins, at bigyan ng pagkakataon yung House Prosecution Panel to present their evidence. Is this something, ano po ba ang tama at nararapat? Is the law, ang ating bang konstitusyon, ang Senate impeachment rules, meron bang hayagan? Does it expressly provide na ang nararapat na kumwestiyon sa jurisdiction ay ang yung 16 na abogado which constitutes the defense panel of VP Sara Duterte? Pwede ba na ang senator judge, yung hukom mismo ang maghain ng motion para ibasura to dismiss the impeachment complaint? Meron bang batas? Meron bupang decided case ang Supreme Court? May legal precedents po, Attorney?
Pagdating sa impeachment, wala naman a case on point. But yung wording ng Constitution mismo na try and decide, kaya trial shall by the Senate shall forthwith proceed, malinaw na ang intensyon ng impeachment court o ng impeachment, marinig magkabilang panig. No? It goes to a full-blown trial. But it is also the right of the respondent to raise issues of jurisdiction. Mas tama ho na yung magre-raise ng questions of jurisdiction, yung partido, yung nasasakdal. Wag ho yung mga quest. Kasi pretty obvious naman, common sense at elementary fairness. Kung ikaw ang hukom, huwag kang mag-abogado para sa kanino mang panig. Diba? Nasa gitna ka lang dapat. Malinaw ho yan sa Senate Rules of Impeachment that when the senators sit as senator judges, they are supposed to set aside their political affiliations. So, hindi ho tama yun, procedural at improper yung isang senator judge mismo ang magsasabi in motion to dismiss. Because they should leave that to the respondent.
Oo. So, Attorney Cayosa, I think another issue that has not been resolved, if it's going to be tried 19th Congress or tatawid na po ba sa 20th Congress, yung issue na ba yun, ano na po, klaro na ho ba? Sino ba ho talagang mga uupo na mga senator judges? Is it the 19th Congress senators or is it going to be the 20th Congress senators?
But i-clarify lang natin, nagsimula na ho yung impeachment.
Sa Congress, opo.
Yeah, the Senate as an impeachment court has already acquired jurisdiction. Pinasagot na nga yung yung nasasakdal, ang Vice President. Sumagot na nga siya. So nagsimula na ho ang impeachment. Ngayon, dahil nga sa kagawan mismo ng 19th Congress ng ating mga senador, na drinibon nila noong February 5, hindi nila binigyan ng attention ito, and then pinuspond uli nila yung pagbabasa ng sakdal, wala na silang masyadong oras. So, malinaw ho naman sa jurisprudence, sa records of the Constitutional Commission, at saka sa wording ng Constitution mismo, na tuloy-tuloy itong impeachment court kahit may papasok na bagong kongreso. So malinaw, wala na ho dapat duda dyan. Nagkaroon lang dyan ng kaguluhan. Nung meron ilang senador, nagpa-trial balloon na hindi daw pwede yan. So these are just their opinion. But practically all legal experts, yung mga authors of the 1987 Constitution, pinaliwanag na ho nila na hindi tama yung paningin ng iilang senador. Tatawid talaga ito sa 20th Congress.
Okay.
And having said that, eto na, we have the Senate sitting as Senator Judgment, Senate Impeachment Court, and then we have the Supreme Court. So meron pong mga nakabinbin, pending cases po, na inihain sa ating Korte Suprema. Essentially, the same issues have been raised. So issue ng jurisdiction, issue ng kung labag ba sa ating saligang batas, ito against yung one-year bar rule. So pagdating po, ito, hindi ko paintindi nyo sa amin kasi Korte ang Senado ngayon, may Korte Suprema facing the same issues. Paano po pagbukas ng, pag nag-reconvene yung Senate as an impeachment court? Nang hindi pa nagdedesisyon yung Korte Suprema, wala pang nilabas na ruling on the same issues, ano po ang maaaring maging senaryo? Pag dinismiss ng Senado, sasabihin na nagbotohan sila, and alam po natin naman, hindi na babagkakaila, that the vote would be, how you vote is among the senators, kung kaalyado ka ni VP Sara at gusto mong ibasura na yung impeachment complaint na yan. Kung kunwari yung boto is ibasura, dismiss yung impeachment complaint without, not based on the merits of the case kasi hindi na natin mapapakinggan yung ebidensyang ihaharap ng prosecution panel. Pwede ka bang tumakbo sa Supreme Court ngayon to question the decision of the Senate Impeachment Court? Hindi ko maintindihan kung merong hierarchy of courts na mas mananaig pa rin ang decision ng Korte Suprema being the final arbiter and the highest court of the land, o hindi pwedeng manghimasok ang Korte Suprema sa desisyon ng co-equal branch of government. Pakipaliwanagan nga po, Attorney.
Let me put it in context. Pagdating ng 20th Congress, tuloy yung impeachment court. Despite the fact na nakatatlo ng petition ang kampo ni Vice President Sara Duterte sa Supreme Court. The pendency of the cases before the Supreme Court does not affect yung jurisdiction at saka the power of the Senate to proceed as an impeachment court. Pagdating ho kasi sa impeachment, the Senate is the supreme judge. Yung anong desisyon nila dyan, guilty or not guilty, hindi ho pwedeng i-appeal yan sa Supreme Court. Walang jurisdiction ng Supreme Court. Okay, so dapat malinaw po yan. So hindi rin tama kung meron na naman dyan mag-motion na isang pro-Duterte senador sasabihin, I move to we postpone the hearing kasi out of respect for the Supreme Court kasi wala pang desisyon. Maling-mali ho yun.